Welcome to Saga Summaries. Today we will recap the J.K. Rowling masterpiece, the Harry Potter movies from Chapter 1 to 7, so sit back and relax. For more recap update like this, click subscribe to support the channel. Let's go. In a world hidden in plain sight, an orphaned boy marked by a lightning bolt scar is about to discover that his mundane life in a cupboard under the stairs was merely a prelude to a destiny that will shake the foundations of the magical world. When a towering giant breaks down the door to deliver a long-lost letter, 11-year-old Harry Potter is whisked away from the cruel Dursleys and thrust into the hallowed, shifting halls of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Amidst the flickering candles of the Great Hall and the soaring heights of the Quidditch pitch, Harry finds the family he never had in the loyal Ron Weasley and the brilliant Hermione Granger. But a shadow is lengthening over the castle. Deep beneath a trapdoor guarded by a monstrous beast lies the Sorcerer's Stone, a prize of eternal life that a fallen Dark Lord is desperate to reclaim. From the whimsical wonders of Diagon Alley to a life-or-death game of giant wizard's chess, Harry must find the courage to face the man with two faces and confront the dark legacy of the wizard who murdered his parents. This year, the journey begins, the legend is born, and the boy who lived must prove that there are some things worth fighting for. The summer at Privet Drive has never been lonelier, but for Harry Potter, the nightmare is only beginning. A warning is issued. Harry Potter must not return to Hogwarts. Despite the threats, despite a daring escape in a flying car, and despite the barriers closing against him, Harry returns to the one place he calls home. But the Hogwarts he finds is no longer the sanctuary it once was. Something has been unleashed. Written in blood upon the stone walls is a message that chills the bravest hearts. The Chamber of Secrets has been opened. Enemies of the air, beware. One by one, students are being found petrified, frozen in a state of living death. As fear turns into a witch hunt, the school begins to look for someone to blame. When Harry discovers he can speak the language of snakes, the dark gift of Salazar, Slytherin himself, the fingers of suspicion point directly at him. Even his closest allies begin to wonder. Accompanied by the loyal Ron and the brilliant Hermione, Harry follows a trail of spiders and ancient diaries into the deepest, darkest bowels of the castle. They must navigate the bumbling vanity of Professor Gilderoy Lockhart, the haunting cries of Moaning Myrtle, and the terrifying truth of a 50-year-old mystery. The foundations of the wizarding world are cracking. To save the school, Harry must descend into a labyrinth where a legendary monster waits in the dark. Heir or hero, courage will be tested, friendships will be pushed to the breaking point, and the secrets of the past will finally be revealed. This year, the legacy of Hogwarts is at stake. Another day, another miserable life to the house of his uncle. When Harry cannot take it any more of their mocking to his parents, he did the forbidden rule not to use the magic in the outside world. After that, he decided to go out for good. For 12 years, the fortress of Azkaban held the wizarding world's most dangerous prisoner, a man whose name is whispered in fear, Sirius Black. Now, the impossible has happened. He has escaped, and he's coming for Harry Potter. The third year at Hogwarts begins not with a celebration, but with a chill that reaches the very soul. To protect the school, the Ministry of Magic has deployed the Dementors, soul-sucking guardians that drain every happy memory from the air. As Harry struggles to face these spectral terrors, he finds an unlikely mentor in the enigmatic Professor Lupin, who teaches him that the greatest weapon against fear is a memory worth fighting for. But nothing is as it seems. In the shadows of the Forbidden Forest and the creaking wood of the Shrieking Shack, a dark truth is unraveling. A map that sees all, a cat that knows too much, and a grim omen of death follow Harry's every move. When the sun sets and the full moon rises, loyalties will be tested, and the past will collide with the present in a way no one expected. Time is no longer a straight line, it's a race. Harry must face the ghosts of his parents' past to save his own future. The hunt is on, the truth is out there, and the prisoner is closer than you think. Expect the unexpected. For centuries, it was the ultimate test of magical skill, courage, and nerves. After years of silence, the Triwizard Tournament has returned to Hogwarts. 3 schools, 3 champions, 1 eternal glory. But this year, the rules have been shattered, as the Goblet of Fire spits out a 4th name, a name that shouldn't be there. The wizarding world is thrown into chaos. Harry Potter, underaged and unprepared, is thrust into a competition where the stakes aren't just points, they're survival. Harry must face terrors that would break even the most seasoned wizards. From a plummeting chase against a Hungarian horntail dragon to the suffocating, silent depths of the Great Lake, every task is a trap designed to push him to his breaking point. But while the world watches the spectacle of the Yule Ball and the glory of the arena, a darker game is being played in the shadows. Warnings are ignored. Portents are missed. The boy who lived is being lured toward a destination he cannot escape. In the heart of a shifting, living hedge maze, the glory of the tournament fades into a nightmare of ancient rituals and blood. The dark marks are burning. The servants are returning. And in a lonely graveyard, the shadow that has haunted Harry's life is finally taking shape. Everything is about to change. No more games. No more safety. The Dark Lord has risen. This year, the tournament ends and the war begins. In a world that has turned its back on the truth, the Ministry of Magic is more afraid of a rumor than the darkness itself, leaving a haunted Harry Potter isolated and branded a liar as he faces a chilling reality that only he and Dumbledore believe. As the wizarding world teeters on the edge of collapse, a secret resistance known as the Order of the Phoenix forms in the shadows of Number 12, Grimmauld Place. But within the walls of Hogwarts, a new and suffocating tyranny has taken hold under the pink-clad, iron-fisted rule of High Inquisitor Dolores Umbridge. With the school transformed into a prison and students left defenseless against a rising tide of evil, Harry must emerge from his isolation to lead a clandestine group of rebels, Dumbledore's army, teaching them the forbidden magic they will need to survive the coming storm. But a mysterious prophecy hidden in the depths of the Department of Mysteries is calling, threatening to reveal a connection between Harry and the Dark Lord that will change everything. From the sterile, cold hallways of government power to an explosive clash of spell fire in the dark, the time for secrets and lies has ended. The lines have been drawn. The prophecy is unfolding, and as the world finally wakes to the horror at its doorstep, Harry will learn that the cost of the truth is higher than he ever imagined. In a world where the darkness is no longer a whisper, but an open war, the safety of Hogwarts has become an illusion, and the shadow of Lord Voldemort stretches across the wizarding and muggle worlds alike. As Harry Potter enters his 6th year, he finds an unlikely ally in an ancient, annotated textbook belonging to the mysterious Half-Blood Prince, granting him power beyond his years while he embarks on a series of dangerous private lessons with Albus Dumbledore. Together, they dive into the chilling, distorted memories of a young Tom Riddle, seeking the secret to Voldemort's immortality, the Horcruxes. But while Harry hunts for the keys to the Dark Lord's soul, a new threat emerges within the castle walls as Draco Malfoy is tasked with an impossible mission, and the enigmatic Severus Snape's true loyalties are pushed to a breaking point. Amidst the swirling fog of teenage romance and the creeping dread of betrayal, the bonds of friendship are tested as never before. The time for lessons is over. As the astronomy tower looms in the moonlight and the barriers of the school are breached, a tragedy is set in motion that will leave the wizarding world shattered. One must fall so that another can stand. The prince has arrived, the secrets are laid bare, and the path to the final sacrifice begins. In a world where the safety of Hogwarts is a memory and the Ministry of Magic has fallen to the shadow of the Dark Lord, the era of protection has ended, leaving Harry, Ron, and Hermione as fugitives in a country that now hunts them. No longer students, but soldiers in a desperate war of attrition. The trio must abandon their families and their home to embark on a perilous quest to find and destroy the remaining Horcruxes, the keys to Voldemort's immortality. From the desolate, windswept moors to the frantic, disguised infiltration of the Ministry's heart, they're tested by isolation, hunger, and a dark influence that threatens to tear their friendship apart from within. But as they dig deeper into the past, they stumble upon an ancient legend, the Deathly Hallows, 3 objects of such immense power that they could make their possessor the master of death. With Death Eaters closing in and the bond between the 3 friends pushed to its absolute breaking point, the hunt becomes a race against time and a test of faith. The light is fading, the stakes are everything, and as the first chapter of the end draws to a close, they realize that before they can save the world, they must first survive the darkness growing in their own hearts. In the epic conclusion to the decade-long journey, the battle between good and evil reaches its devastating climax as the wizarding world descends into a total scorched earth war. No longer running, Harry, Ron, and Hermione must return to the very place where it all began, the hallowed halls of Hogwarts, to find the final pieces of Voldemort's soul before the Dark Lord's grip on the world becomes absolute. As the ancient stone walls of the castle crumble under the weight of an unprecedented siege, teachers, students, and the Order of the Phoenix stand together for one final, desperate defense against an invading army of Death Eaters and Giants. For Harry, the time for hiding has ended. He must descend into the deepest memories of those he once doubted and face a truth that demands the ultimate price. From the high-stakes heist of Gringotts' deepest vaults to the haunting silence of the Forbidden Forest, every choice has led to this moment. A final, face-to-face confrontation between the boy who lived and the Dark Lord. Lives will be lost, heroes will be forged, and the legend that defined a generation will come to a thunderous close. It all ends here. The final stand, the final sacrifice, and the final victory for the boy who had the courage to face death itself.